welcome to the Witch's Tea Party. I'm the witch, Mystia, and with me today are my co-hosts,
StareliaYumera
and MintyYukime.
Yay, and Momo's not here today because she's busy gathering the courage to tell me she wouldn't still love me if I were a worm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We were
Momo
just
is
talking
no-mo.
We were just talking about how she keeps me grounded. Because Star and Yuki would love me still if I was a worm, which is really great.
Yes. I would absolutely still love Misty if she was a worm.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
I would too.
And you should too, audience.
Yeah.
Please tell us in the comments below if you would still love Mystia if she were a worm.
Please confirm. Give her this affirmation.
We need to know.
It's really important to the podcast.
Yeah, sometimes a person just needs a little bit of reassurance, and if you care about them, then you won't mind offering that reassurance, listeners.
Right.
We have a very strong parasocial relationship, you and I.
Worm-based parasocial relationship.
Yes.
Worm-based.
Anyway, all right, what are you drinking today?
Oh.
I remembered.
True, we remembered. We didn't forget. Technically, my drink is water, but just pretend that I have a peppermint tea with honey because that's what I wanted to make.
Ooh, I actually want that because it could probably help me sing this stupid song cover I've been trying to do for the past 2 days.
Yeah, my throat was like a little bit phlegmy earlier, which is why I wanted to make that, and then I got lazy and forgot.
Fair. I made a so high effort iced Thai tea. It's one of my favorite prepackaged teas, but the process of making it, because it's a single serve, not like a pitcher like amount, it's really annoying.
Oh yeah,
because you have to brew it hot, and then you have to put in the sweetener, then you have to let it cool off, and then you have to refrigerate it. Wait a bit. It usually takes like an hour or two, maybe more, depending. And then you take it out, add ice to it, and any like milk or like I've been adding milk to it because it's really yummy. Thai milk tea.
That does sound really good.
I
yeah,
love milk tea.
Really good. But because they're single serve tea bags, it takes a lot of time to do.
I actually just bought milk tea packets, which I don't know how it works yet. I assume you just add the milk to it.
Yes,
like obviously it's not gonna have milk in the packet, but
I have some. Well, actually, is it royal milk tea?
I think so.
Wait.
Is the box orange? Because looking at it, it's orange.
It might be. I may be thinking of a specific brand. Because the one that I've used for packets, I actually have some left that are peach flavored, I think.
That sounds so good.
I love peach flavored things. Speaking of which, my drink today is called Mogu Mogu.
Mogu Mogu.
I have the peach flavored kind. It's like a juice that has lychee jellies in it. The kind that you can get in boba, I think, except maybe it's a little chewier. I don't know. I love it because I love to chew. On the bottle it says "Gotta chew."
Gotta chew. Pikachu.
Yeah, I was gonna say, me when I gotta catch a Pikachu, you gotta chew.
That sounds really yummy. I love peach stuff.
Would you guys choose me?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
I would absolutely.
Even if I was a worm? Oh my god.
Yeah.
See, it's getting to my head. Momo's not here.
Normally, Momo would be here to like be like, no, your joke sucks.
Someone's gotta be the well, she's not straight or a man, but someone's got to be the straight man.
The straight wolf.
I hope she doesn't mind. No, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't. I made a really funny joke, and she didn't laugh at it, and I'm sure she won't mind. She wants like a furry. She talked about it on Twitter. It's fine. She wants a furry design of her character. That's more like the kimono Mimi kind. I don't know how to call it, but like not the typical kind with the snout. Anyway, she was talking about how it's so hard to find a safe for work furry artist. And I was like, it's so hard. Much like the half those furries. Haha, got him.
Oh my god.
And she didn't laugh.
No.
In fact, she left me on red.
Oh
Oh my god.
Okay, that is really funny though.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's really good.
I love it.
Yeah. You know what's not funny?
What?
Some of the April Fool's jokes people do, huh?
Oh my god, yeah. I actually didn't see too many of the irresponsible, like stupid ones this year.
I
either.
somehow did. So typically in the VTuber sphere on Twitter for April Fool's Day, a lot of people will make very unfunny jokes about, oh, I'm graduating.
Mhm.
But this year, I saw somebody faking an illness
Yeah.
and another person faking a death.
Oh, no.
So, like,
Ooh.
No.
and then of course I saw some graduation posts and they thought they were hilarious. And
Of course. Peak
I don't know.
comedy.
any joke where you have to like hurt other people's feelings to make it.
VTubers are very original.
Yeah, they do this every year too. It's like at least the graduation ones.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, that's been like, I feel like every year April Fool comes around now. I see an influx of people going, hey, please don't post a joke graduation. And then there's an influx of joke graduation posts.
Literally.
Every year without fail.
It's like I'll see like 5 posts that are like joke graduations aren't funny, don't do them. And then I'll see like at least 3 joke graduations. And it's like,
Wow.
Yep.
They missed the memo, I guess.
Yeah.
there they are.
Yeah. Another thing about April Fool's jokes is, I don't know, one of my favorite things would be when MMOs were like a bigger thing. I would love to see like what they did. Or
Yeah.
dare I say back in my day on neopets.com, they had some really good jokes.
That's so true. Online like games and stuff like that have the best April Fool's jokes because they often end up being free content.
Yeah. Oh my god, wait. Grand Blue Fantasy though? I don't know if either of you play it. Yeah, this year it was Sanrio. And then last year they did Bobo 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 Bo.
Oh my god, really? I didn't see that one.
Yeah, they did.
That's so good.
Yeah, I love Grand Blue's April Fool's jokes.
That's so good.
I don't actively play it. I mean, sometimes I do, but Fate Grand Order always has like super big April Fool's events.
Oh, okay, that's one I don't play, but I know is very popular.
Yeah.
But like,
very briefly played it, but then I lost my account and it was like, you know what? This is for the best.
rip in peace.
Fair, honestly.
I don't really play Grand Blue anymore. I mostly just log in and do like the free 10 pulls because they're very generous with those.
Serotonin.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But I've noticed like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, you're fine. My Grand Blue account has always been doomed. Every time I get a Grand Blue account, I am almost immediately switch phones or something and forget to transfer or whatever.
Oh no.
I'm like super into Grand Blue, but I just remember like when they have the free spins, they go crazy. They give you hundreds of free spins.
Yeah, they do. And their drop rates are kind of shit, so, you know.
Yeah.
But like in the past few years, non-MMO/mobile games have been doing this kind of trend where they like make their serious game into like a silly little dating sim.
Oh,
I've noticed they do this for Valentine's Day too. At least I think Overwatch did. And then I don't remember when the Dead by Daylight one was. Was that for April Fools or is that Valentine's Day?
It was one of the other. I think that's Valentine's Day actually.
I could see that. Yeah.
All right, maybe they do it more for Valentine's Day than April Fools. And I am the April Fool. But some games do that, and I don't know. I just kind of want to see them do other stuff because it's like a lot of games are doing this now.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, well, some studios will just make an entire new game, like Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, one actually seems really cool. I haven't gotten around to playing it yet, but it's free on Steam.
Yeah, it's it was really funny because I played it on stream, but I won't spoil anything because it's a fun, like, short little visual novel. People thought it was not a real game. People thought this was a fan game. It's something that's published by Sega that they put on Steam for free. It's really good.
I am so excited to play it.
It's like 2 to 3 hours.
Oh, okay, because, like, there's this YouTuber I watch, and he uploaded a stream of it that was, like, 5 hours long, and I was like, oh boy, I don't have 5 hours to play this game.
Yeah, no,
I do, but...
I mean, playing it on stream, I did it in, like, 2 to 3.
That must have been really
fair,
hard. Yeah. Like, I think I was lurking your stream, but I don't remember. But after, like, talking for about an hour, doesn't your voice get tired?
Doing voices, yeah. I stopped doing voices at some point.
Yeah.
Because it's rough. It's, I don't know how people do, like, full-length visual novels, like Ace Attorney and all the dating sims and stuff. Like, that's...
Oh, God, yeah.
I can't imagine.
I tried. Like, I played Monster Prom on stream before with, like, it was a collab with other people. And I would only read, like, a certain number of characters, but my voice would still get so tired by the end of the stream.
That's so fair. I'm pretty lucky in that regard. I'm one of the people that has pretty high vocal stamina, I guess, where I also had like a Monster Prom collab and didn't have any issues with like reading my character's dialogue or whatever. And like I most often never shut up the entire time I'm streaming, whether or not it's a visual novel.
That's the weird thing. Like, I can talk for hours and it's fine, but reading for hours, I don't know. I think it maybe just because I'm talking more.
Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. I could see that.
And maybe
especially if you like are putting on voices.
Oh yeah. I'll like think that I'm doing a great job voice acting, right? And then I'll listen to it later and I'm like, I sound the same for every character.
Yeah.
I thought I sounded way different.
Really? I feel that so much.
Except for I can do like a nerd voice really well and I'm like pissed off about it. Because like,
oh no.
I think one of the camp counselors
kind of voice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it because now I'm shy, but like
you're so valid. That's so fair.
Maybe I'll do it after the recording for you specifically. I can make it ASMR for you.
Ooh, let's go. Secret exclusive content.
On Patreon. You have to go. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the Witches Tea Party podcast Patreon with our secret content that we definitely have.
Yeah.
Definitely real. Definitely real. We promise.
I should actually get around to making the Patreon.
One day.
But there's like another joke that's been going around, and supposedly it's already dead, but it's still kind of funny. Yuki, do you want to talk about this one?
The glue trap.
I'm glad you know that's what I meant.
I died in a glue trap.
You did. Is it okay if I put it on the screen?
Yeah. Potterzilla, amazing artist, has drawn very many cursed things. Drew me dying in a glue trap.
So true.
Did you get better? I mean, you're here now.
Well, I might be dying in the glue trap currently, so I might not be dead all the way.
We just can't see the glue trap because it's under the table.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's stuck to my tail or something. It's a pretty big tail. But so the glue trap joke is really funny because you might have heard about it, but you might not know anything about why it exists, or maybe you haven't heard about it at all and this is completely wild to you. Or maybe you have heard about it and it's still wild to you because it is really wild. The thing that started the glue trap joke was literally a Tumblr post by some user where they drew like a very, very basic, like not stick figure, but like very basically shaped, quote unquote, fan art of Dobby dying in a glue trap.
It's so funny. Yeah. I'm going to put it on the screen also.
Yeah. It's so funny. The energy of that post is hilarious. And then one person drew another character like that, and then another person drew another character like that, and suddenly we had Neanders dying in a glue trap, and everyone wanted to die in a glue trap. So here we are now.
I mean, I really want to die in a glue trap, but I'm too busy drawing Star and I wearing t-shirts. Mine says crab rangoon whore, and Star says cheese slut. Wait, cheese.
Yeah. No one heard that.
Yeah, cover your ears.
Pretend
It's
you did
okay.
not
It's
hear
okay.
it.
We're 15 minutes in.
True.
Right. We're safe now.
You get one swear word or one no word for every minute you're in.
Yeah, we would never say a swear.
I would personally, I would never even say in my daily vocabulary.
Mixia.
What?
I thought it was our word again.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I will only say in the presence of Star alone.
Right.
I'll make sure to report to you if I hear it, Star.
Wait. I was just gonna say that I love when the internet just like sees something stupid but funny and just runs with it.
Yeah, it's so good. The glue trap is like a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
It's just like internet hive mind. Like it's kind of what makes memes happen, I guess, right? Or like trends and stuff like that. But
yeah, I guess that's exactly what it is.
It's especially special and funny whenever it's something so absurd like this, I think.
Yeah. It's so dumb. But I really want to die in a glue trap.
Yeah.
But,
like I already did and I still want to.
Harmless.
Oh. Momo just we have a phone in from Momo. She also died in the glue trap, and that's why she's not on the podcast this week.
Oh, she couldn't get off the
yeah.
glue trap. I got it.
Right. That makes perfect sense.
That does make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I wish Momo a swift glue trap recovery.
Yeah. I hope she gets better from her death.
Me too. I'll be holding out hope. Make sure to send lots of energy Momo's way so that she can get out of the glue trap, or at least die gracefully.
I don't know why that made me think of like this really old picture of like a raccoon that died sadly on the side of the road, and then people like tied a balloon to it and put flowers and then get a little soon card.
A whole series of pictures of people holding like a funeral and like creating like a whole event and like a story around this raccoon. I remember that.
Yeah.
It just makes me think about that. Get well soon,
Yeah.
Momo. Disclaimer, Momo's not actually dead.
She might be on a glue trap though.
She is stuck on a glue trap, however, yes.
Yeah. That part is not satire.
But another example of the internet running with something is Moushly. Star, do you want to talk about Moushly?
Yeah, Moushly. So, I don't know if this was a meme before or it specifically came up with the release of the Resident Evil 4 remake. I think it is. I think it's something actually like new.
I think it's new, yeah.
But because of Ashley from Resident Evil 4 in the original, she has really big ears that people have made fun of literally forever. So people have drawn her as a little mouse girl screaming for help from Leon. And there's so much fan art of it, and I love it. I love it so much. It's so good. Yeah.
And she's people like draw her with "I'm cheese to meet you" all the time.
Yeah. I've never seen any of those cheese related jokes before, so I don't really get it. But
like you're not familiar with cheese related jokes?
No, I've never I don't consume a lot of cheese in my day to day. You know.
Yeah, Star really doesn't like cheese that much.
Yeah.
She's definitely not a cheese.
Yeah, definitely not. She's definitely not specifically my little for cheese, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Unbelievable. Listeners, can you believe this shit? I don't know if I can.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, here's hoping that
Fine.
Moushly doesn't die in a glue trap.
Yeah.
She'd be
that'd
pretty
great.
vulnerable to it. I think
She is a
mice.
mouse.
Yeah, mice would probably be very vulnerable to the glue trap.
I will say, right before the stream, because I was thinking about it, I like looked it up, and I definitely regret looking it up.
Oh,
Because there's as with all good things, there's weird.
Oh, did you
Horny
look up Moushly?
Yeah.
It's the furries again.
okay. You know,
Furries.
that actually doesn't surprise me at all.
No, me neither. I just hate it.
Before we
I wouldn't
get
have thought about it either.
before we get the angry comments, I don't hate furries, but there is a vast amount of
I do.
furry porn out there,
Yeah.
and it feels like you can't look up like any kind of art on Twitter. Like you could look up commission sheet, or commission sheets, reference sheet commissions, and then there's a furry with his fat dong just out front and center.
Yeah. Like, I mean, obviously, like Twitter, but then also like Scab. Oh man, if you turn not safe for work off on Scab, you're gonna see a lot of furry art. You're gonna see a lot of furry art.
So much.
Absolutely.
And
it's a lot.
I do have to talk about. I bought a documarker
Oh?
of Graha Tia from Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh.
Don't judge me, listeners. You would too. He's everyone's boyfriend. Anyway, I went onto my Etsy to check the tracking.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, because you viewed, and it's fucking Jar Jar Binks on it talking about Kuro.
Yeah.
It's so like.
I'm gonna put a picture of him on the screen.
Why are these things
It's safe for
related?
work. But like, I was like, no, I don't think these things are related at all. Actually,
Actually, since you asked, no.
you know what? I'm just
I
gonna
don't-
put the whole me saying that on the screen.
Very fair. Yeah, because you viewed. Really? You sure about that one?
I don't think these are correlated at all.
I'm not sure that the algorithm quite did its job how it's supposed to there.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I don't know why furry porn reminded me of this, but here we are.
I don't actually know much about Final Fantasy, but Grahati is like the handsome cat boy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I agree. They're not related at all.
He's also very nice to your character.
Understandable.
Yeah, he's everyone's boyfriend. Anyway.
We have a parasocial relationship with Grahatia here on the podcast.
At least one of us does. The whole Moushly thing though brings on the subject of like remake games in general.
Yeah.
Well, not that Moushly brought up that, but like reminding me of RE4 remake.
We're getting Moushly 2.
Moushly 2. Rise of a Moushly. Specifically on Blu-ray.
Rise of a Mouse Warrior. A Warrior.
That's a moray.
That is a moray.
I don't know of any remakes that are coming out really recently or soon off top other than Resident Evil 4, but everyone has been talking about Resident Evil 4 and playing it. Like, everyone I know has been playing it.
Oh yeah. Resident Evil 4 was really popular, like,
Yeah.
just as a game in general.
I mean, it's kind of like hailed as one of the first like over-the-shoulder third-person shooter games.
Oh yeah, because before
Right.
that they were like, I don't want to say top down, but
I mean, it was often like first person or really stiff. So like Resident Evil 4 like really revolutionized like that gameplay style. So it's like a big thing, and that's why a lot of people, including me, were really skeptical of it getting remade. Like, it's so well beloved. Like, how do you
make it better?
improve on it?
Yeah.
And I certainly enjoy it. But also like Capcom has been doing remakes of like They started with 2 randomly, like literally out of nowhere in like I think 2019, and then they did a remake of 3 and now 4. So people think they're gonna keep going and do like 5 or 1 or like something else.
Sure, yeah.
They've also been like some of the best remakes I think that are out there because they're like new games, but also you get a very like not the exact same experience, very similar experience to the original at the same time as like having this new really cool game that's based off of like something classic
and more
I mean-
modern, so it probably feels better to
Yeah.
play.
I think that
Yeah,
also oh go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say because like it's not just Capcom. Like there's all sorts of different. There's remasters, remakes, reimaginings.
True.
There's like a bunch of different words that people use, and I know like because even Pokemon technically, like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are technically a remake of Pokemon Yellow.
Right, but
Yeah.
they're sort of more reimaginings. Like,
Yeah, definitely, but yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, those games are kind of like, I don't want to say a lot different than the originals, but
Mhm.
definitely not the same.
Noticeably different, I think.
Yeah,
Because like
noticeably
the
different.
characters are different. There's like different dialogue and events. It seems like time has passed since those games, technically, which is kind of a cool way to have done that, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I-
mostly just like in the same setting with the same
Mhm.
like path, I guess, like the gym leaders
Yeah.
and the Elite Four.
hmm And I think something we talked about before the podcast was like ADHD related stuff and how it's like fun sometimes to go back to older games more than to try out new games because like you already are good at it. So the like instant satisfaction is right there. And I think remakes of games kind of hit that too, right? Where like you already know the game, you're already going to be like pretty good at it probably.
Mhm.
But now you get to play it again and it's a new game still. So I think they're really nice for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true, actually. I didn't think about it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Also funny because some people have noticed that Resident Evil 4 remake is actually like they balanced the game in a way to specifically make some beginner traps for people who played the original. Like your knife has durability. It did not have durability in the original.
Oh, yeah.
So one of the things it does is everything you do with the knife reduces durability. So like
How are you going to do a
Damn
knife
it.
only run now, Star?
I wasn't going to in the first place.
How are you How are you going to do that to please me specifically?
Well, never mind. I guess I got to do a knife only run somehow.
I want to see it too. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll sit and call and fry and scream and beg at the game to not break my knife again, please.
Please,
why?
I just made that one.
Just crafted that one.
if you don't have knives, can you punch things? Could we do a knife and punch run? Is that a thing?
After you stun them, I don't know if the knife can stun enemies like that. I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head.
But what do you do if you like run out of bullets and your knife breaks?
I mean, die obviously.
Can't you just throw like Ashley into the crowd and then like leave?
I mean, you could.
Leon!
Like that is technically an option. Leon.
I would simply choose to melee fight the zombies and win.
I don't think I could melee fight a zombie. Like personally,
You don't think
maybe
it, like-
Leon could. Me though?
Yeah.
That's
I just
fair.
get bit. I try to punch it and then I get bit. I think.
I would get bit, yeah. I think if a zombie apocalypse happened, I would definitely end up as a zombie.
Oh yeah, same.
That's fair. But see, if a zombie apocalypse happened, then I would come over and beat up all the zombies for you. Because I'm super strong and buff and awesome, and I would beat all the zombies with my fists.
I've seen a video of Yuki on a skateboard, and she did a layup in basketball, a basketball layup, and then she hopped off of the skateboard and rode away on her Heelys.
Oh wow.
I've seen that. Like, I'm not even lying. This is a real video.
That is literally a real video you can find on the internet.
I've seen it.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever been more impressed in my life.
And hence why I would be able to stop all the zombies. I would wow them with my sick moves, and they would be stunned.
You know, I when I was a kid, I actually had like a really big fear of zombies, and I think it originally originated from Resident Evil, because
Oh yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
our friend Katie was asking on Twitter a while ago like what your first video game memory is. And one of my first video game memories is being a toddler, like in my little crib, a little playpen crib, and watching my dad play Resident Evil.
Oh my god.
I remember it really scared me.
That's fair. Yeah. Like, that stuff is scary as a kid.
Yeah. Although it's so funny in retrospect, because that like absolutely means it was like the classic Resident Evils, and they're very campy at the same time. Like they absolutely
Sure.
be
Yeah,
scary.
if you look at it
100%.
now, you're like, how is this scary? But
Right. But like when I was a kid, I was scared of like the moon and Majora's Mask. Like,
oh yeah, that
yeah.
moon is scary.
Oh, me too.
I'm still scared of that moon.
yeah, fair.
I refused to play Amy's story in Sonic Adventure 1 because the idea of something chasing me the entire time was terrifying.
Oh my god, that's the worst. That's like the worst thing in games for me. Like to this day, is something chasing you. Like I can't.
It took me so long to beat that game because of Amy's story, because I was afraid of that.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was so scared of
Outlast.
zombies, though. I had to have. I'm pretty sure I told this story on the podcast before. I had to have my brother get me out of Castletown after the time skip in Legend of Zelda. Ocarina of
the
Time.
Redeads?
Because of the Redeads, they were too scary.
They're really creepy. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so valid. I never played much of Legend of Zelda because every time I got to any of the demos or anything, I always saw something like that and was like, scary, creepy, can't do it. And I never got the games.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm pretty sure the moon in Majora's Mask is the reason I have anxiety.
Yeah,
Okay,
you know, that's
I'm half
fair.
kidding, but it is very anxiety-inducing.
Especially the timer being like 3 days.
Yeah.
And like, it
And the
got to
moon's
me
like
so
ugly little
much.
face.
Right. That thing's face was terrible.
God. I never played Majora's Mask. I didn't really like experience most Zelda games growing up, but like Majora's Mask, from like me hearing about it, was like the perfect combination of things I at that time hated, like time limits, like the moon.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, does that mean you didn't like the moon when you were a kid?
The moon was fine. Me and the moon were on decent terms.
Okay.
What about now?
Fair.
What about what?
What about
How
now?
about now? How's your
Well, I'm
relationship
Star,
with the moon?
and the moon is the moon, so you know we're in pretty decent terms now.
Oh, you know what? That's fair.
That does make sense, yeah.
Moon, friend of the podcast.
The moon. Moon, if
favorite
you want to
friend,
be
even.
like on the pod. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, just hit us up. Let us know. We're open. We're open to collabing with the moon right now.
I'd collab with the moon.
Me too. The moon is often associated with like cold and ice and stuff, and I'm like an Arctic fox, so like there's synergy there.
Oh, yeah, so true. Would you go
Don't
to the
go
moon
to
if
the
you had
moon.
the chance?
Oh,
Definitely yes.
Did you just ask
For
the same
me.
question, Star?
I said don't go to the moon because you will die.
Oh. So I'm gonna guess your answer is no. You would not go to the moon if you had the chance?
I mean, I would be fine. I am a star, so I'm fine.
Oh, you're
Not
just letting
actually a
us know,
star.
like, as the moon's,
Yeah.
like, homie.
Yeah. I just don't like. I don't want it. Like it's gonna accidentally kill you. Like it's not malicious. You just will die.
Oh,
That's
yeah. I've seen this trope in anime before. I learned so many important lessons from anime, like how the moon will accidentally kill me, but it won't be on purpose.
Thank you, anime.
Thanks, anime. What did anime teach you? Comment in the comments below.
Didn't they, like, blow up the moon in Assassination Classroom or something?
That makes sense. I
An
don't know.
assassination classroom? I don't know specifically, but
I think they
probably.
blew up the moon.
A lot of very silly stuff happens in that show, so.
I miss the moon.
It gets blown up in Dragon Ball Z. I know that much.
True, Piccolo blows it up, and
Wait,
then Vegeta blows it
damn.
up.
Why is the moon always getting blown up? The moon got blown up in Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh yeah,
That's true. See, I saw a post on like Tumblr or like Twitter or something recently that talked about how like rule number 1 of fantasy writing is make sure your moon is fucked up. And a lot of fantasy settings do that, which often ends up being why they get blown up, I think.
That's so real and true, though.
Yeah.
The moon's always getting the short end of the stick out here.
Yeah.
Poor moon.
Damn, sucks to be a moon. Glad that's not me.
What? This is not me. Really had that like, damn, I'm sorry to hear that / I'm happy for you.
I'm happy for you, or I'm sorry that happened.
That's
too long to read, not sure which, but
reaction. Indifferent to anything. That's just how I feel.
That's
damn.
fair.
I'm sorry for you / happy for you.
So another kind of cool thing that's been happening recently, just to abandon all the other topics we were just talking about. There's this company that's holding auditions right now for the role of a VTuber.
Oh yeah. I like my like yeah.
It's Opera GX, which is a
Opera
browser,
GX.
right?
Yeah, it is.
People have like said it's like
gamer browser.
Yeah, like a gamer browser. I don't know if that's true. Do either of you use it?
I've never used it. I know they advertise through a lot of content creators and still are, I think. But yeah, I'm not surprised at all that they're going the VTuber. It feels like it's been a while since like a brand has done a VTuber. That was a thing in like 2021 that a lot of companies did.
There was like a Malaysian airline that did it. They had a few, which I think have all graduated by now.
Well, I know the big one is PlayAsia, Obake Pam.
PlayAsia has one?
Yeah, they've had it for like 2 to 3 years. I think it's been 2 years.
I know.
That's funny.
Crunchyroll has Hime.
Yeah.
Right.
They turned her into a VTuber. I don't know if that's still a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it is because one of my VTuber siblings, which for those that don't know, that's just someone made by the same person that made your model. Anyway, they actually did a collab with her like the other week.
Oh,
what? That's cool.
Like, what? Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Hime used to just be Crunchyroll's mascot, and she still is, but they turned her into a VTuber. And supposedly the Opera GX has had this character before too. From what people were saying. I don't know because I had never paid attention to Opera.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Opera is one of those browsers that I always heard about on the side. So like whenever people were talking about what internet browsers there were, it was always like, oh, everyone knows like Firefox and Chrome and I guess like Safari. And if you're going to get really weird into the weird browsers, there's Opera. That's like the one that people would like bring up. Because it was the browser that the Wii used, I think, for the Wii Shop or something.
Oh, I didn't actually know that.
I think for like computers, I thought it was exclusive to Mac devices, the Apple devices.
I could see that.
I don't remember though. It's been so long. I've never used Opera ever. So
I think isn't Opera like Chrome based? Like it's based off the Chrome browser?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's built on Chromium, which is like the interface or operating system that like Chrome is made off of or whatever. The firmware, there's some word for it. I can't think of.
I don't know.
It's a thing. It's a thing that the browser does, you know.
Yeah, just us.
They say that in their advertising at least, that they are like faster, better, less resource intensive version of Chrome basically is what they're going for now.
Right, the version for gamers.
Yeah. And like they have a tab for like game like news and sales and stuff, I think.
Wait, that's so funny.
I mean, it genuinely sounds like it would be useful for like people that want to have the internet open for like a stream manager or for like media share or whatever, anything like that. but also play games. Like that is actually a really useful concept.
Oh, now I'm selling myself on the concept looking at it, dang.
Oh,
Yeah.
oopsies. We're not sponsored, by the way. I mean, we could be if they really wanted
be.
to, but we're not sponsored, so I'm also not going to link to it, but...
Yeah.
It's fine. I'll apply and get the role, and then we'll be sponsored.
So
If you
true.
watch YouTubers, you've probably heard of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're holding auditions now, and you can go apply for that, but only if you're between the ages of 20 and 30.
Which, like, why? Like, I get it, but also, like, why?
I just think it's silly because age is like the one thing that doesn't really matter as far as VTubers go.
Yeah.
Right, because you aren't like a face cam streamer, so
Nobody,
as long as you're over 18, it like doesn't really make a difference in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and like a lot of VTubers don't talk about their age anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
And like
in general, like VTuber culture, people are typically more like secretive about their like their identities and information in general, at least.
Right. Which is probably a good thing.
I still get shocked when I go onto like a IRL streamer's page and they like list their state and city they live in. I'm like, bro.
Oh my god, yeah. I get anxiety for them.
Yeah, me too. I just can't imagine doing that.
I just tweeted about this, like, oh my god, it was like actually around 10 years ago. There was a YouTuber I really liked, and she was like a collector, like a game collector.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Parasite Eve. I had the guidebook for it, but I didn't have the game. So I think I just messaged her and was like, hey, I have this guidebook for this game. You collect this. Would it be okay if I send it to you? And she just gave me her address.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Which is like dangerous for both of us. Very like clearly like sending. Like not only did I have her address, she had mine because I shipped
return address.
Yeah, return address.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
To me now, that's like, no, that would be weird and like obviously very unsafe for everyone involved. But
right.
Yeah, but I guess that's not something you really think about when you're like a kid.
Yeah, well, especially starting off as a creator, a lot of people aren't familiar with like the risks of that, right? And a lot of people that are becoming content creators on YouTube, YouTubers, stuff like that, especially if they haven't been doing it for very long, aren't going to think about that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, especially like back then too, because like again, it might have been 2013, it might have been a little like before that. Like for those first like, God, I almost want to say like 10-ish years that YouTube was out, it felt like the Wild West still.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
It's a little bit less Wild West now, but it still kind of is.
Somewhere out there, there's a really low quality Numa song with some really shitty chibis that I drew. And
oh my god,
it's out there somewhere, and I animated them, but it was like not really. It was like a slideshow, but I would like move the arm down slightly, and like it was like 3 separate pictures.
I love that. That's so good.
Yeah, that's out there somewhere. Anyway, I just want to comment that so like VTubers are more secretive with their personal information. I've posted what I look like before because I don't really care. But a lot of people won't even show their face. And the reason I do it is because I feel like a lot of people, the more you withhold information from them, the more they want it.
That's true. Yeah.
Especially if you're drawing like attention to that fact, like that'll just make them like if you say, hey, this person you can't see is very hot, like they're gonna be like, okay, well, I want to see that person.
Right.
I gotta see what they're talking about. But yeah. I think it's especially bad with VTubers just because of how much more secretive they tend to be than like IRL facecam streamers.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And then you got like the anime community probably watching you, and not to diss on the anime community at all, but there are some very dedicated fans out there.
Yeah, I'll diss on them. They they can be great, they can be terrible. There's a lot of bad eggs.
Yeah, which you could
if
say
you-
about like a lot of communities, but I feel like it's
Right.
especially bad in the anime community.
That's the thing to me is like, if you feel offended by that, then like maybe you should think about that. Like you shouldn't be a part of that type of person. Like you shouldn't, you can be a member of the anime community. I am. And like not be aggressively harmful and evil and like really mean and weird and rude. Like
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it happens in pretty much any community, but yeah, if you find yourself wanting to cross somebody's boundaries and you get offended if someone insults the anime community by saying like that's weird, you should probably think about why.
yeah. Probably not a great look.
Yeah, and just like honestly, just give it a thought. Like,
Right.
why do you want to intrude on this person's like personal info? And like, you have to accept and understand that is going to make people uncomfortable.
Yeah. And I mean, it happens mostly to big VTubers like Hololive members. I've seen people doxing their pictures all the time.
Yeah. Which makes sense because they're basically like celebrities, more or less,
Yeah.
at that point. But also, it's like, but why?
Yeah,
Well,
if
it's
they didn't
also-
offer this information up to you, then you probably just shouldn't have it.
Right.
And granted, it's also like, because it depends on where everyone holds their information, like what level of privacy they have. Like, obviously, like Hololive and Niji Sanji, like we know most of them might talk. Well, if you're into them, you might know they might talk about their personal lives, but they never like post pictures of themselves or stuff like that.
Right.
But then like the shoujo, which is a much more open, much more.
They're
much
a lot more
differently run-
Western, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that was their like big thing is they're the first North American VTuber company, like major VTuber company. And
Yeah.
many of their talent, like literally, like last week, Nyanners posted a video, like an IRL video of her.
Yeah, and Fruits posted herself recently too.
Right. Which, like, more power to them.
Yeah, like
That's,
but they're like
you know,
offering that information up, you know.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
don't
so
remember how
different.
we got here, but just don't be weird. That's all.
Yeah.
And
be weird.
respect boundaries.
That's your lesson for the day on our well-known education podcast, where we give you an important lesson to take with you each and every time you come to stop by.
And all of us are definitely well spoken, and don't forget what they were trying to say halfway through the sentence.
I mean, we would never do that.
I
don't know what we
yeah,
never do, but we wouldn't do it.
we would never do that.
And if you think that we would forget to say things or something, well, we would forget that you would think that we would forget that.
Yes,
Me when
we're also really good at describing things. All of us.
Yes, absolutely.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Anyways,
I think it's about that time.
Yeah.
I think it's about that time to do our little bootleg descriptions. Yay!
Woo!
If you don't know what that is, that's where we take a topic and we explain it poorly and hope that the rest of us can guess what it is.
yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
And as usual, let's start with Star.
Oh, because like star is in start and okay, I get it. Okay,
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
a lot of pressure. Like okay. Both of mine today are games. We don't have a specific theming this week. So my first one, God said you're an isekai protagonist, but don't worry, there's no Truck-kun.
No Truck-kun.
God said that?
Yeah, God said you're an isekai protagonist.
What, Pokemon Legends Arceus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I thought there was a decent chance, but that could have technically been a lot of things.
Yeah, I was gonna say Konosuba, and I was like, wait a minute. I don't think God tells you that though.
There's no truck in Konosuba, but there is like a slow-moving lawnmower or something like that.
I specifically didn't say game for that reason.
Fair.
Oh yeah, if you had said game, that would have just gave it away. Also, God gives you a cell phone.
True.
And if you had said that could, yeah,
Yeah.
it could have been that one.
Oh, isekai.
I love isekai. It's so stupid. Anyway, my first one, and I was telling Yuki and Star before we started recording that mine are more. They're more like quiz questions than descriptions this week, but I'm tired, okay? So my first one is, this video game is home to arguably, quite possibly, the most popular Tumblr sexy man to this day.
Undertale?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Sans
Okay.
Undertale.
My brain was like, Onceler. Wait, no. Sans.
I did.
Okay.
I will admit, I immediately wrote this one after that picture of like the because you viewed Graha Tia Body Pillow, the Onceler was on there, so
I see. My first thought went to Kamina from Danganronpa.
Oh, that's so fair.
I can fix it.
Yeah. I actually think that might technically be more accurate for most famous Tumblr sexy men.
It could be.
It's close though. They're like besties.
I just know that Sans
Undertale.
Do you guys know what Fingers in My Ass Sunday is?
Yes. Kanye West.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Anyway.
I just saw like Sans won like a Tumblr sexy man.
Yeah.
What is it called? Like not a tier list, a bracket thing.
Against Megan, which Sans did not deserve, by the way.
Yeah, but there was some interesting facts about that situation. Technically, Tumblr now has polls, and they ran the first Tumblr sexy man poll on Twitter because Tumblr did not have polls, and at that time Sans won. But whenever they ran the Tumblr sexy man polls on Tumblr, the winner ended up being Cecil from Welcome to Night Vale.
Oh, that's funny.
So the people on Tumblr have collectively decided that Sans is not actually a Tumblr sexy man, but a Twitter sexy man.
A Twitter sexy man.
Gotcha.
Well, I guess you should trust Tumblr on the Tumblr sexy man decision.
Yeah.
Will remain the Twitter sexy man, although he not really, because Reagan's right there. Anyway.
True.
I don't understand why he's a sexy man.
It's like a similar reason to like the Onceler, I think. It's just kind of like one of those ones that like it's really hard to explain exactly, but it sort of intuitively makes sense to a lot of people on the internet. We were talking about people on the internet just kind of going along with things and being on the same page randomly with that explanation.
But like the guy is
it's like the glue trap.
The guy's already attractive though.
See, I guess the thing is that he's like he's basically like the male version of Aqua from Konosuba in a lot of ways.
I'm just gonna send this picture in here.
Okay.
What do we have? What am I that?
That's so cursed.
No.
Oh no.
There's another good one.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't think I can show these on the.
Oh no.
I could probably show the second one.
The second one probably is okay.
I might be a little impartial because I just watched all of Mob Psycho like a month or two ago.
That's
fair.
But like,
fair,
what makes
yeah.
a sexy man? Shouldn't it be like the fucked up little guy?
It's kind of similar. It's sort of like a offshoot of himbo in some ways, but it's like instead of being like dumb and kind, they're like dumb and evil.
Yeah, usually.
Not necessarily evil, but like they have
Some
like
of them are, but
a dark and edgy side so deep you wouldn't even understand it.
they definitely have to be edgy. Was the
Yeah.
Onceler the first sexy man?
Maybe?
Sorry, I don't know how we got into this.
I don't know Tumblr history enough. I mean, I think it's like also like if they're thin and scrawny, like the one Slayer, like that's bonus points. Like
True,
And
true.
Kamida.
Tumblr does love their twinks.
Alright, I'm so sorry
Anyway,
for bringing us into Tumblr sexy man chat.
No, you're valid. That's so fair.
yeah.
I haven't been on Tumblr too actively for a pretty long time, but I used to be pretty active on it, so I kind of have like a little bit of the scoop.
I mostly just watch videos about it.
Yeah. Tumblr has the funniest memes for me. My feed is like really well curated for just like having ridiculous, hilarious memes, pretty much.
That's the goal.
Really like, yeah, just
Mhm.
funny. Haha. I really miss what I miss most about Tumblr was the art posts because Tumblr formatting like lent itself really well to unique art posts using the formatting.
Mm-hmm.
You could do a lot of really cool stuff because you could do the grid of like 9 and you could have like 9 art pieces that have like art running through it. Like there are a lot of cool things you could do.
Right. And there's nothing really that does that anymore exactly.
Yeah. Anyway,
Sorry, I'm totally not still looking at fan art of Sans and Reagan.
No, it's
Anyway.
important. It's important.
yeah.
Alright,
really
you
is.
keep saying.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I failed to think of things in advance. So these are last second decisions as such. We'll see if they make sense. But okay, first one is, what if Competitive Snake was a sci-fi movie with motorcycles?
Tron!
Tron.
Yeah. Okay.
We did it.
We got that one. Yay.
I don't know if that was actually kind of an okay description or not, but
I think it was.
That's fair. That's fair. I thought like I don't know how popular Tron is. I saw the movie, but like that's all I saw about it, and I've like never heard anyone talk about it outside of that. So
I mean, it kind of came back for a while in like the late 2000s and also like through Kingdom Hearts.
Didn't they make a remake of it?
Oh, is Tron in Kingdom Hearts?
Yes,
Tron is in Kingdom Hearts?
Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 3D. I think. I don't think
Interesting.
it's 3, but it might. I don't know. I don't think it is, but yeah, it's been in the series, and it also had like the updated movies, Tron Legacy, in like 2008 or whatever.
wow.
Right. That's the one that I saw.
Alright, I'm losing track of time apparently. It happens when
later.
you're an eternal witch, you know?
Yeah.
That makes
It's
sense, yeah.
Starstain!
Oh, right,
Yeah.
my turn. Okay. It's like a shooter, except they replaced all the guns with super soakers and took out all the water.
Platoon?
Yes.
Let's go!
I heard Super Soaker, I was like Splatoon, but I didn't say
Do it. You just wanted to give Yuki the point. I understand.
it. Yeah, I was just being polite.
Thank you, Queen.
You're welcome. Alright, my second one, I don't know if you guys have seen this anime, so we'll see if you can get it.
Sure.
The main character of this anime is what happens when a pink-haired main character is forced to be the main character. Oh wait, let me start over.
Mochi the Rock.
The main character of this anime is what happens when a pink-haired person is forced to be the main character with amazing powers, but doesn't want to be.
That sounds very familiar, and I'm not sure what I'm thinking of.
Pink-haired superpowers.
Madoka or
No.
Madoka Magica would make sense, I guess.
I guess it also applies to that, but that's not the one I wrote down.
Yeah.
Which means
It's not
it's
what
wrong.
you have in mind. Jeez.
I'm just kidding.
It's okay.
I'm not sure that I know. I'm trying to think of just pink-haired characters that I know.
Hint one, the superpowers are psychic specifically.
They're sidekicks?
Psychic.
Psychic. Okay.
Psychic superpower.
Is it that like Psyche K
Yeah.
show?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Psyche K.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I thought you said no, and I was like, wait, okay.
No, I'm saying yes. Sorry.
Okay.
That makes total sense, and it seems obvious now, but the whole time I was seeing like pink-haired anime girl. And
Yeah, I autofilled girl.
I guess it's good I didn't
right.
specify the gender. Probably would have gave it away.
Yeah.
He's like the only pink-haired anime boy that I can think of.
There's like Natsu. Does Natsu have pink hair?
Oh yeah, he does
so.
have pink hair. Yeah.
Okay. So there's at least two.
There's at least two. There's also one from the
It-
show called Hip Mike, which is I think it's mostly a mobile game, but there is an anime of it.
Mm,
I don't know. There's more out there somewhere.
Yeah.
fair. My turn for the second one?
Yeah.
Okay. This one could be really easy, could be really hard. I'm not sure if you've seen the show. But okay. Short, angry girl punches soft, nice guy who is obsessed with cleaning. And then they obviously fall in love.
I know what it is. I know what is the name of the edit? Toradora.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say Toradora, and I was like, does he like cleaning? I was thinking really hard about if he liked cleaning. Ryuji?
the
I think?
details. I actually don't remember his name off top.
Yeah,
That
because
sounds
the
right.
dragon and tiger. That's the
Yeah.
whole thing.
That
Mhm.
show's so cute, though.
It's very cute. I like that show a lot.
It is really cute.
I always thought it was funny how he was obsessed with cleaning.
Yeah.
I didn't rewatch it because I don't remember. That's when I watched when I was like, I want to say like 14, maybe
Mhm.
15.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a hot
I do.
minute.
I've talked before about the fact that I'm a anime dub nerd, and I remember because it's one of those anime that got dubbed like way after it aired,
Oh, really?
Right.
like years later. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably watched it in
does.
sub.
Yeah.
That makes sense, yeah. It's really good though.
Back
Yeah,
then,
it's
the
really
only
cute.
place to watch anime was on sites that pirated it.
True.
Oh my god, official subs just didn't exist, I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. I am about to ask if we have anything exciting to announce, but I do. So,
Yeah.
I'm doing some doodles right now for $5 or more if you want to help out with because Star's car died
Yeah.
Star
and
car.
she need money for repair. So if you would
Thank you
like
so
to
much.
help out, you're welcome. If you would like to help out, there will be a link in the description to my Ko-fi page, and you can order a little shitty doodle. I call them shitty doodles. I think they're kind of cute,
They're
personally.
so cute.
They're super cute.
I really like them.
Thank you. But yes, $5 minimum. You can donate more if you'd like, but it's not gonna change the quality of your shitty doodle. Just for transparency's sake.
What if you put an extra check mark for every $5?
What?
You know, like a Twitter verification check mark for every $5 extra. They do.
Oh, like on the doodle?
Maybe on the side.
As a treat.
Oh no, my VTube studio broke again.
Oh,
I'm
no.
not gonna
Oh,
fix
no.
it because we're about to end. But
It's perfect
there we go.
timing.
It's fine.
Missy is back.
So yeah, I'm doing donation doodles. Go ahead and click that link. Other than
Mhm.
that,
Do it
I don't
now.
have anything going on. So do either of you have anything you would like to announce?
I'm still kind of in the same place right now where I have a lot of exciting plans, but I haven't really acted on them too much. So just keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, it kind of be that way sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mine
should
has
be
been
getting
hectic.
my new model art soon, so I might be doing the big reveal on Twitter in the next
That would be
week
so
or so.
cool.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Hype.
For me, I have a bunch of subathon reward streams that I still have to do. That some stuff might be delayed because of car problems, but I'm hoping to get to those soon. And then also, I've kind of switched to doing 3 to 4 streams a week from doing 2 regularly. I don't know what happened.
Oh, you got a burst of energy, I guess.
I guess so. I'm going even further beyond. I'm going
You're gonna break these chains?
I'm gonna break these cuffs.
I love that for you.
But yeah, so I've been streaming a lot lately.
Yeah. Oh, I also have adoptables for sale, and
They're so cute. They're so fucking cute.
They're really cute.
thank you. Please go buy them because Mistia also would like some extra money. But the only reason I bring that up is because I just saw Sonic art on Twitter, and I had the urge to make a Sonic series. And I have no idea
Fair,
why.
yeah.
Because I made it, and then I was like, what do I do now? And then I was like, I don't want a Sonic RP though. So I'm probably gonna also put that up on the shop. So all you Sonic likers out there.
Come
It's
get
me.
them while
I'm the
it's hot.
Sonic liker.
Yeah. That'll also be on my Ko-fi, so I'm not gonna put another link. Just they're all in the same link. Just go there, please. Thank you.
Go to that link right now, or else.
Or else.
Yeah.
Threatening.
Alright, if nobody has anything else, then I think we are gonna leave you now, listeners, for another week.
Yeah.
I know you miss
sorry.
us dearly the other 6 days of the week, but
And we miss you too.
this is just how it's gotta be. You know? Our
We have to make
parasocial
sure that we
bond can
know-
only be so powerful.
Right. We have to make sure they know that we miss them too. That way the parasocial strength remains up.
They do say that like distance makes the heart grow fonder.
That's true.
Oh.
And that's why we're ignoring all of you.
Okay.
Also, please don't forget to comment down below if you would still love Mistia if she were a worm.
True. That's very important.
That's
It's
how we
almost
know
as
you
important.
watched till the end.
Yeah. That's how we know. We'll
It's
know
almost
if you
as
didn't
important
watch
as
it all.
Subscribe for us.
YouTube analytics be damned.
True.
Also put the word carrot somewhere in your post so we know that you've watched to this point.
Or make a second comment that says carrot in addition to the other post you make.
Oh yeah, reply to your own post.
Yeah, reply to your own comment and just say carrot.
Or leave a comment that says carrot and then screenshot it and then post that on Twitter.
Do that also.
This is gonna be a confusing chain of comments.
All right, bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.